Hello, everybody, and welcome to I guess your long weekend, your long weekend of Thanksgiving. I hope that you guys are enjoying this time off. If you do have time off, I hope that if you did spend time with family yesterday, that you had a great time. Hello, my Juanson sweetie. Hello also to our beautiful Lilith. Hello to Amy. Hello to Aki. And hello to our beautiful Hocus Focus. We're going to actually start off with Hocus Focus that she was on a little bit earlier. So we're going to put a timestamp for Hocus Focus at, let's say 45 seconds for Hocus Focus. And let me go for the first question followed out by Eki. So Hocus Focus, you would like to know, is your ex going to take you to court when he finds out that you moved to an apartment? Let's go see what we can find out, my lovely. Here we go. So will your ex take you to court? Yes or no? Let's go find out. And thank you so very much. I knew that was you coming on in. Amy, thank you for posting your questions. So will your ex take you to court when he finds out that you moved to an apartment? Is he going to be doing that? I sure hope that he doesn't. Okay. So here we go. From what I can see at this moment, I'm actually getting really good news for you. I feel like you have a little bit more power. I feel like we do have somewhat of a decision. We are going to be somewhat thinking about it, but are we going to be doing anything? For the moment, I see an absolute no, sweetie. So I will say, I know that you're really anxious, that you're really afraid, and there's a lot that seems to be going on. Oh, there you go. You. What is that? I don't know what that email is, Amy. You're hilarious. Okay. But my beautiful, I'm going to say for the moment, I'm going to take out another deck to come and collaborate with the first one, if you will. But I am definitely feeling over here that you're going to be okay. We are going to be thinking about it. We are going to be wondering about a lot of different things, but we don't really seem to be acting upon anything. So I'm seeing a certain freedom. I'm seeing a certain release as the energy is of right here, right now, my beautiful Hocus Focus. I'm going to say a no. I don't believe that he is going to. That means that I have not forgotten about you, and I will send you what I did say that I was going to, and I will do what I did say I was going to do for you also, sweetie. And I'll give you the details about that into an email. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Hocus Focus. Let's go and see over here, beautiful Aki. Oh yeah, gotta love Amy. Seriously, she's hilarious. Yeah, I got an email and I got a second one, which was really quite funny too. But okay, I'm gonna go see. Maybe into the second one you put something else into it that I did not see. Let's just do this because the only thing. Okay, now onto my phone. I only saw the title, but I did not actually see the imagery. You're so funny. All right, so we're moving over to Eki, and then we're moving over to our beautiful, funny Amy. So let me just do this like that, and voila. Eki, lovely. At 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got it all right. I got both emails, Amy. Both of them, sweetie. Eki, you would like to have the blunt deck to begin with? Absolutely. Juanson. Oh, by the way, that's true, Lilith. You missed that last night. We mandated Juanson to make a new oracle deck. What men really want. This is it. We want to have man answers is what we mandated Juanson to do. At the end, we kind of decided a little bit onto a collaboration. Maybe Juanson and I could work upon this, but I mean, mostly it's got to come from a man, and Juanson's got to give us answers. Yesterday, Lilith, we were looking for so many answers, but Juanson's a knight. He just sees things differently. We need to figure out what's going on into these guys, into these men's, mind. So we need Juanson to make an oracle deck. Hello, Pakutho. Nice to see you. I know, right? Juanson could make an oracle deck, or it could even be called What Men Should Say. Well, there you go. A lot of different things. Okay, I have seen the future with you, and I want you by my side. So I'm putting the pressure up now, Juanson. I got Lilith onto it also. I don't quite have the energy for this right now. I want you to know that I do have a lot of sexual thoughts about you. You will, won't you? Oh my God, I love that. Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? I know. My ego is loud, but I'm listening to my soul and I'm striving for spiritual enlightenment. Stop pushing me. I need to make my own decisions, my own choices at this moment. And I want you to know that I am more focused on work, but I'm changing and I really do want to be the person that you deserve. Okay. You can tell Juanson is kind of hiding from this. It's like he doesn't really want the job, right? Oh, there you go. That is true. You don't like the other pages and you're a king and that's it. That's what's going on. You don't think like the other pages. You're a king and you're a knight. But I mean, you've got to tap into that. You've got to tap into the page. Juanson, what you must do is you must tap into those other personalities of those other lives where you were somewhat of a page and you were somewhat of a knight. You got to tap into the past lives to make us an oracle deck. We know you can do it, Juanson. You've been everywhere. You've done a lot of stuff. Let's go and see the love notes. You can't hide anything from us, Juanson. Oh no. Love notes. Let's go for it. Okay. True love is hard to find, but I did find it with you. I want you to know that I feel as though my heart is yearning for you. You make my heart skip a beat and I get butterflies whenever we do talk. This is hard for me and I want you to know that I am struggling. I know I keep giving you mixed signals and I know that I can be hot and I know that I can be cold. I know, Juanson, those are scary times, but this is what we are inquiring about, Juanson. We're inquiring about those scary times. Why we want to know why men cheat. We want to know why men don't tell us the truth. We want to know why men stay distant, why they don't answer us when we send a message out. A little bit like your past life, Juanson. You have become absolutely perfect, but in your past lives, you are not. We need you to tap in back into those times. Hermit deck. Yes, Hermit. Let's go for the Hermit. They were scary, but I'm sure they were fun times, Juanson. Hello, my beautiful water fairy. Nice to see you. So let's go and see what we have going on into the Hermit deck. Yes, yes, and yes. So a lot of good intentions, a lot of positive, a lot of wanting to move on forward. I also want you to know that my life absolutely started when I met you. I also want you to know that I feel as though you are right. I know, right, Amy? We need to put more pressure. We need help. You're the only one who can help us, Juanson. Please help us. I feel the same way towards you. I want you to know that you do make my heart absolutely full. And sometimes I do wonder, sometimes I do ask myself some questions, sometimes not everything is absolutely clear towards me, but into the end of it all, it always finishes up to be a yes. All right, let's go over here. I am not quite ready at this moment. I do want you to know that our story is not over yet. I am planning on reaching on out towards you. I do believe that you are the love of my life. And I wish that I could take it all back. We men are dummy idiots. Yeah, not all, but 90% of us are. I love that, Juanson. All right. Okay. Okay, but Juanson, this is not going to buy you out. We still want that deck, okay? Whenever you have a couple moments between a couple songs, we'll be waiting for that deck. Okay, so here we go. We are with beautiful Aki. Amy is up next, followed out by Pakutho and Water Fairy. All right. The thought of explaining myself and apologizing kind of scares me. I don't want to see the pain that I have caused into your eyes. It was you. I want you to know that. It was truly, always you. I regret walking away from you. You really have been by my side. I see that, and I do absolutely cherish you for that. I want you to know that you have given me that beautiful spark. And I've actually thought about surprising you with a date, lovely. Sending you so much love, Eki. Carrie, you came in at the most perfect time because, well, Lilith is not really giving much. She's not giving much pressure upon Juanson here. But Amy and myself, we're going 100%. Oh, there you go. We got Maria in here also. Hello, sweetie. Big hugs. Okay, so now we're all going to gain up on you, Juanson. It's part 2 from yesterday. Yeah, what men should say to woman deck. This is what we want. This is what we want to hear, right? Yes, absolutely. I know. I don't know what Lilith is up to. I don't know. I'm not sure she wants this deck to happen. My day, Jehovah had, I did. I took my kids out of school this afternoon. And because I never really do anything important onto Fridays, especially not Friday afternoon. Honestly, they play on iPads and stuff. It is the weirdest stuff ever. That being said, we went to the trampoline park. Yes, so I went with my kids to the trampoline park. And then I stopped 2 seconds to get a couple gifts at a store because it's close to the trampoline park and I was afraid not to be able to find them. And that was that. That was that. So I did actually have a lovely and beautiful day with my little kitties. Thank you for asking, sweetie. Hello, beautiful Ramona. How are you doing? You changed your picture, sweetie. Oh, you are not the same Ramona I'm thinking about. But nice to see you, Ramona. Welcome to the channel, sweetie. All right, so let's go see Amy. Amy. Yeah, you're going into your box now. You'll do the list here. Okay, I got you, sweetie. We have got you, Juanson, but we love you. No pressure, okay? But don't forget about us into your free time. Yours was okay. You've been watching your son's dog today, who is, he's hyper, isn't he? So you don't get much done. And you never go and, oh, sweetie. This is it. You see, Amy, more than anything, you want to know why after receiving such a beautiful message are we not texting back? I can tell you why we did not text back. We didn't text back because we don't want to create any expectations is why we did not text on back. We love you and we care for you, but we don't necessarily want to give you extra hope of something like by replying that would do that to you, right? Again, we need that deck. Let's go see. Amy now until January 7th. That is a very odd date. I'm kind of curious about that. Jay just once sent her kid to a trampoline. Oh, Jay once sent her kid to a trampoline park to have alone time today. She posted. Oh, well, that is interesting. Does she not have to go to the trampoline park with her kid? I don't know. That is very interesting, I have to say, Carrie. Usually you pretty much have to go with your child if your child is under 18. But, all right. I'm going to go and see over here what's going on for Amy. She posted a lot of personal things, quite frankly, doesn't it? It worked. It did, didn't it? I know. It sucks, but it worked. Okay. So let's go see what's going on from here till the 7th. Okay, so here we go. Let's go and find out. We are with our beautiful, cherished friend over here, Amy. Okay, so what's actually happening from here till the 7th? So you want to know during the holidays what's going to be happening pretty much. I actually see that you're really persevering. You're maintaining what you have into your life right now. I'm going to say there's no real change. I don't know why that date exactly. For some reason, though, I do see something that is going to come on true. And I do see some type of family contentment. I don't know if there's anything happening with your brother or with a house or with a legacy and everything that has kind of been left aside, if there's anything that's transitional within that. But I'm going to say, normally speaking, it's looking good. It's looking like you're pretty much getting what it is that you want without ultimately getting what you want. So you're not going to have cancer into your life, but you will be able to see cancer. There's a little bit, though, of a certain lack of effort that I can see. But other than that, a lack of teamwork, which would pretty much be the effort. So I'm going to say you might be feeling like you're a little bit disorganized altogether and you just kind of feel like you're a little bit working alone. But I actually see you. I don't know. I hope you're not taking holidays. Well, I hope you are going to be taking holidays, but I see as though you're working hard. You're persevering and you're working. But it seems to have somewhat of a delayed success. It seems to be taking a little bit longer than what you thought. So to answer your question, because I'm seeing a lot that is even just kind of past that, I will say there is a certain family contentment, but there is also a need to take a stand to stay where you are, and there is still that lack of teamwork. There's still a little bit of a discontentment, but the main thing that I see coming on through is that something important seems to be fulfilling, or somewhat of a dream come true of some sort. Hello to my beautiful Zane and High Priestess. So lovely to see you guys. Hello to all beautiful 14 people who are with us tonight. And happy Thanksgiving long weekend, because you guys must be into a long weekend right now. Thank you, Zane. They shouldn't be anything until March, which adds things. It takes forever, doesn't it? They just drag things forever. If they could just make those things so much quicker, right, Amy? It would help to ease the pain and just kind of close everything, wouldn't it? Yeah, right. You too, right, Carrie? We need that deck. Honestly, we do. And the only one who can provide this for us is Watson. So Watson, you are our rock. We need you. You're like our magic potion. Give us the answers. Let me go see what else I have over here for you, my lovely. So if I move on forward and I go and see Cancer's energy, what is coming on out? Cancer's energy. Pakutho, by the way, you are coming up next on Water Fairy. So Cancer's energy, what is up with that? We've had the most crazy weather today. Well, I've had snow all day because I live in a snowy place. But there was rain. There was all different kind of temperatures. It's been kind of crazy over here today. Let's go see. What do I have? I'm actually going to have to say we're into his whole energy. He's into a moment of indecision where he doesn't really know what to do or what to move on forward or what is going to be the next step. I feel as though he dreams a lot. He thinks about a lot of different things. He thinks about new relationship with you. He thinks about love. He's not thinking again about a new relationship with anybody else. Well, into his mind, he's thinking of like renewing his relationships altogether to try to make things better, to try to, almost start anew, but with the people that he knows and that he loves, into the right here, into the right now. So I'm actually going to have to say the best word that I can say for you is renewal. Cancer seems to be wanting a renewal of his energy into his actual relationships. Cancer's energy and thoughts with Amy. Energies and thoughts with Amy. I do get over here a little bit of kind of insecurity. I'm getting dependence, not independence. It is a fragile relationship that you guys have because of the status that you have at this moment. Often we feel like we're a little bit overwhelmed. And I'm also going to add, as much as we love you and we care for you, sometimes we feel like there's a little bit of a lack of confidence. We're a little bit unsure about maybe what would happen or how things are really going to move on forward. So we do have a little bit of that energy that seems to be playing around. So Cancer's energy and thoughts towards you, we want to try new things. We want to try to move on forward. We want to change our focus altogether. We want to make things better. But at the same time, we still just don't feel as though we're able to do that. When is he going to be reaching on out? And what changes are coming to Amy? So when will he reach out? and what changes are coming to Amy. When is he going to be reaching on out? I'm going to say within the following 7 to 9 days, I feel like he is going to be reaching on out. So we are Friday. Let's say by next Sunday, not this one, but the following one, you should be getting some type of an answer from him. I know it is quite a delayed answer, and it's going to have absolutely nothing to do with the text message that you have sent out, but that's when it's going to be. And what changes are coming to Amy? What changes are coming to Amy? Changes coming Amy's way. You're going to feel as though sometimes, especially around Christmas time, Cancer is going to be a little bit more sneaky, maybe a little bit less collaborative, maybe a little bit more towards family or towards, his other home. So you might feel as though sometimes he's trying to put a little bit too much effort into something else other than you, and you might be feeling a little bit down or a little bit low about that. I'm sorry. I got a tickle in my throat suddenly. All right, I should be good. Sorry about that, sweetie. So I will say, I feel as though around Christmas time is going to be a little bit more difficult. But other than that, I feel as though we're getting back on track. I feel like there's not really any changes coming on in for Amy. Other than, I feel like you're getting more freedom. You're getting more freedom. You're getting more... And when I say freedom, I want to be clear about the freedom. It's not that somebody is letting you go. I'm going to say that you are slowly letting go a little bit of the energy to leave in more room for Amy. So the actual changes that I see coming on in are more inner transformations, something that is good that is coming for you, where you're going to be working onto yourself in order to make your life better, to make yourself happy, to start making things happen to you, onto your business, into your happiness, into your friends. And these are really the changes that are coming towards you. But you're the one who is going to move on forward with these choices and with these changes. It's not anybody who's going to bring anything upon you. So you're not living and you're not changing because somebody is making you change. You're changing because you want to change. You're trying to do the very best that you can for yourself. And I feel like that's when those changes are coming on in. I don't see anything necessarily physical. I don't see any physical transformations. They are inner transformations of wants and desires and a little bit letting go. But I feel as though you've been actually letting go for quite some time with that. I'm good. Well, he see it. Well, he see your transformations, you mean? Let me go and see that, sweetie. Maria, you say you're still putting Christmas stuff, right? The Grinch, I know. And then you took your mom for a ride. She's good. She's just, oh gosh, I so wish I could see your Christmas stuff. Is he going to see it? Is he going to see what? The changes and the transformations within you mean? Let me go find. Let me go and see that. Pakutho, Water Fairy, High Priestess, and Zane. You guys are up next, and then I'm moving on forward to PayPal. So from what I can see over here, is he going to be seeing these changes? He will be seeing those changes if that is what you're wondering about. So he will be seeing them. He will be noticing them, and he is going to be a little bit afraid of them, because he's going to see that you're modifying. He's going to see that you're not always going to be available. And I feel like you've already started that transition already. And that kind of scares him, because sometimes he feels like maybe you're just going to let him go. So will he see them? Absolutely. Yes. And he's actually going to be a little bit afraid about that. But he's not going to tell you about it, though. He's not. But he's going to feel the difference. He's going to feel the modifications and the changes. And that is going to be scaring him. Ashley, beautiful. Thank you so very much, sweetie. And I will be with you momentarily, my lovely. Thank you for a donation, lovely. Pakutho. Can you get a reading on Aquarius man? You finally talked and agreed to take things slow, but something just kind of seems off. He's being inconsistent and kind of ignoring you, right? Okay, so here we go for Pakutho. What is happening and why are we doing this? Again, you see Juanson, your Oracle deck could be perfect for this one again. We need you, Juanson. Ah, Amy, sending you so much love, sweetie. You are so adored. You. When you don't pop on in, we miss you, sweetie. So can you get a reading on Aquarius man? What is happening with Aquarius man? Aquarius man is feeling like there is a great imbalance. Kind of interesting because you say you finally talked, right? Yes, you did talk. Absolutely. But I don't really feel as though he was necessarily all that upfront with what he had to say. I feel as though he tried to make things feel and seem as though they're okay. And yeah, we're going to try to put some effort in. We're going to try to do some things. But into his mind, onto the other side, he was thinking a whole different scenario. I just kind of feel like he was being a little bit of a page, a little bit immature, not really quite wanting to say how he is feeling and how he truly wants to move on forward. Hello, Jasmine, and thank you, sweetie. So what I can see, thank you, Hanson. What I can see over here is, I feel as though Aquarius man is interested in you, Pakutho, and I have no doubt about that. I don't want to take that away. Absolutely not. We have an interest. I feel as though we want things to slowly move into a certain direction, but nothing much more. And I feel as though, you guys have agreed to take things slowly, but you're saying he's off. He's off, and I see that he is feeling distant. He's a little bit unsure about their relationship altogether, which is why you guys are going to be taking it slow. Sometimes you're going to see each other, sometimes you're not going to see each other, and this is why he is seeming just so off. He doesn't really know the destination of this relationship. That being said, he doesn't want to say no. He doesn't want to lose you, but at the same time, he is a little bit unsure about how to move on forward. He doesn't really want to give you any false hope. He doesn't really want to create any problems of the such. So what I am going to have to say is, I feel as though there's no conflicts coming on up. There's nothing bad coming on up. And I feel as though he is just somewhat distant. And he is sticking distant because you guys said that you guys are going to be taking it slowly. And to his mind, this is taking it slowly. And to your mind, it's, oh my God, it's a little bit too slow. I did not quite want this. I wanted things to go slowly. It doesn't mean not talking, not texting, not seeing each other, right? And so I'm going to say there's a little bit of an imbalance. I feel like taking it slowly has a certain definition for you and has a certain definition for Aquarius man. I feel like another conversation could be in order to try to balance things out, because we do want to put the work in. You want to. I feel as though he wants to too. But I feel like you both just have a different idea altogether about what taking things slowly is all about. So you need to have a little bit of that conversation. It's really not about not wanting to be with you. It's not about not wanting to collaborate with you. Nothing of the such. We have interest, we have desire, but we don't necessarily have an outcome. We don't necessarily have a path, but we do want to work with you upon it. So the best thing I can say for you is you need to try to repair the imbalance that is within the relationship, and the imbalance seems to be within communication. I know that you already talked about it, but I still feel as though men are from Mars and women are from Venus, and the information did not quite come clear for both of you guys into the same way. So that's what you got to do, Pakutho. You got to talk about this again. And I know it's a pain in the, you know what, because you're thinking, I just had this conversation. I don't want to have it again. I thought it was clear. But the problem is, it's not quite clear, sweetie. Sending you so much love, lovely. Water Fairy, how did Jay feel the other night, and why didn't he stay longer? Thoughts and feelings now and going forward. And does he know that I suspect that he is talking to somebody? Let's go and see that. Thank you, Jasmine, for sending your questions in, lovely. Okay. So I want to know here for a Water Fairy. Pakutho, love sent your way, sweetie. You're beautiful. You are loved. I want you to know that you are. and you are cared for. I feel as though there is a way within this relationship. We just need a little bit of patience and a little bit more talking. I don't know. She did not say so. Well, let's leave one. Since now you have me in doubt, my beautiful angel Lilith, let's put one at 30 minutes. So 30 minutes for Water Fairy. How did Jay feel the other night? Actually, the first thing I'm going to see is, does he suspect that you think that he is talking with somebody else? Oh, he does. No doubt about it. He feels as though he's a little bit in hot water over here. He does. And there's no doubt about it. It's a definite yes. And you can actually see the guilt. I don't know what kind of animal this is. It's, I don't know, some kind of pig turtle. Some mutant animal. It's got a rat, and it's got like all different kind of transformations going on. The main card coming out of this is that we're stuck into an ocean with so many different emotions, so many different things that are possible, and everything is into our reach, but we don't quite know how to go and get it and what to do with it. Now, following up with the cards, we have hope, we have desires, we've got a lot of things going on, but we also have options. And so, does he know that you suspect that he's talking with somebody? I will say yes, and it kind of feels like he's a little bit in hot water and doesn't quite know what to do about that. So let's go see, how did Jay feel the other night and why did he not stay all that long? So let's go over here. How did Jay feel the other night? How did Jay feel the other night and why did he not stay longer? Thank you, Lilith. I would not even have thought about it. So, here we go. Okay. What I am going to have to say over here, my beautiful, you're wondering, how does Jay feel the other night, right? I feel as though we actually felt like we were a little bit in charge, like we were decisive, like we were loyal, there was optimism, there was a lot of good things I'm actually going to have to say over here. So I'm going to say we felt like we were in power of the situation. We felt like, yes, we were happy. And at the same time, though, there is a complete mix of emotions altogether. So the way that we felt the other night, we felt as though we were empowered, that we could change things, that we could modify things, that things could go really quite well. But at the same time, we kind of had into that back thought, and maybe this is because you are kind of being suspicious about him. We always had into that back thought. It's as if you were thinking that he was going to end up leaving you, and you were thinking that he was involved with somebody else and wondering what he should do with this relationship. Therefore, you're kind of wondering if he's going to stay or not and what he's really doing with you. So I feel as though he felt this energy as much as he felt like things were going well, and he did have a certain power. And when I say power, he was more in control of the situation. I feel like it was going well. He had those back thoughts all the way through. So it was a little bit of a mix of everything. We did feel as though it went well, but at the same time, we had those lingering emotions and sensations that something was just a little bit off. So this is why he did not stay longer. He just kind of felt like, you know, if this continues into this kind of way. Hello, Jackson, and thank you so very much, sweetie. I definitely will, lovely. So I will say altogether, my beautiful, I feel as though this is why we did not stay all that longer. And let me go and see over here. So I am going to say this, and his thoughts going forward. Let's go and find that out. Thank you, Lilith. I was just about to do that. So what are his thoughts and his feelings now going on forward? Going on forward, from what I can see over here, things are going to be a little bit delayed. Patience is going to be necessary. We're going to have to plan. We're going to have to be inspired. We're going to have to be somewhat vigilant. We're going to have to protect this relationship altogether. And if we're able to do that, and we're able to communicate, we're able to believe in one another, then we will be able to continue. We will be able to stay together, and we will have that beautiful new beginning, if you will, beautiful romance. We will have happiness and joy and everything that is just kind of going to be coming on in. So what I do have to say, my lovely, to do a little bit of a recap, how did Jay feel the other night? We felt like we were somewhat empowered, but we felt like something was off, and that is why we did not stay longer. Does he suspect that you were talking with somebody, that he is talking with somebody? Absolutely. And thoughts and feelings now and going on forward with patience and communication. I feel as though you guys can definitely work through this, move on forward, and have a beautiful relationship. But there's going to be some time. There's going to be a couple of little delays. So it's going to be important to talk through it, to make sure that we believe into each other, that we love each other, and this is our direction. This is where we're going. And if you guys are able to do that, you're going to be absolutely fine. No, I know, right, Lilith? Absolutely not. Seriously. Yes, Swanson. Yes, yes, and yes. Let me go and see over here a beautiful High Priestess, followed out by Zane. And before moving over to Jasmine, I'm going to move on forward to go and see what's happening into PayPal. I know that I do have Ashley that is there, so let's go for it. Let's go and see. So I want to know over here for High Priestess, will you stay at your temporary job? You're not sure if they're going to extend past your current date. Let's go see. Let's put a little bit of a timestamp for High Priestess, please, at 36 minutes and 30 seconds, because our lovely High Priestess is sometimes here, but sometimes not quite. That is, isn't it, Lilith? That is, definitely. So, High Priestess, will you stay at your temporary job? Yes or no? I'm actually seeing some movement is what I'm seeing at this moment. So, are you going to stay at it? Here we go. I'm going to say most likely not, my beautiful High Priestess. I'm going to go and see with another deck to see if they are going to extend your current date is what I want to go and find out. Oh, there you go. Hello, High Priestess. Thank you, sweetie. My beautiful angel Lilith. We can forget about the High Priestess timestamp. Thank you, sweetie. So are you going to stay because you're not sure if they're going to expand past your current date, right? I'm going to go and see if it's a question of extension that's not going to be renewed, or because you want to move on forward. Mental strength, no cause. Trying to fit in, kind of disconnected over here. Yeah. I'm actually going to have to say over here, I feel as though they are not necessarily going to renew is what is happening. I feel like there's a bunch of different things that are happening. It has to do a lot with money, has to do a lot with the economy altogether, and it has nothing to do, and I don't want you to think that it has anything to do with your skills, with your work, with everything that you do bring towards this company. I just don't feel as though they're able to necessarily keep you onto the payroll for the following dates after your current dates. So unless the energy does change, I do see movement for you. I do see you kind of moving away and doing something else. So I'm going to say you're not going to stay at your temporary job because they're not going to be able to hold on to you, sweetie. Not because you're not doing a good job again. They are just financially not necessarily able to do so, or maybe it's not a question of being able to do so. Maybe they just don't necessarily want to. Oh, thank you, my beautiful Lilith. High Priestess, sending you so much love. And I did not see you yet to say Happy Thanksgiving. So Happy Thanksgiving to you 24 hours late, my lovely. Zane, does Asmin only have eyes for you into the future? Well, let's go and find that out. And into the meanwhile, I am going to log into our PayPal to give our PayPal list. And here we go. Hold on just one moment. So So Zane, I'm moving towards you in just one moment. Okay. So we are good for the moment. I do have Ashley who is over here. So I'm going to be with Zane, followed out by Ashley, who is going to be next, followed by Jasmine and Jackson. Let's go and find out. Happy Thanksgiving, lovely. Zane, does Asmund only have eyes for you into the future? And how is he going to act when somebody tries flirting with you, with him or you? Okay. So does Asmund only have eyes for you? Why don't we start off with that one? With our beautiful queen over here, our beautiful justice, I am going to have to say altogether, it is a yes. Does Asmund only have eyes for you into the future? I have absolutely no doubt about it. Now, what's he going to do when somebody does try to flirt or something of the such? Well, let's go and find out. Okay. So what's he going to do? I feel as though if somebody does appear close to him whenever that he is with you, I do have to say, I do feel like he is going to be somewhat a little bit enjoying the attention that would come on by. But is he going to be flirtatious? Is he going to do anything of the such? I don't believe so. And I actually do believe that he is going to be quite strong. And I feel as though he is going to be quite, how could I say, decisive onto the relationship. I do not see Asmund as being somebody who cheats or who needs multiple partners or anything of the such. So I'm going to say, as with Asmund, I do not see that. But I do believe that we are going to like the attention that will come towards us. So are we going to enjoy that? Absolutely. Will we take a little bit of that in? Probably. But are we going to flirt or do anything in return? Absolutely not. As for you into all of this, I don't feel as though you're going to take any of that whatsoever. Now, if he ever sees as though somebody is flirting with you, he's going to become jealous and he's going to be asking you all different kind of questions. I don't feel as though he is necessarily going to say anything to this person, but he will definitely be speaking about this to you once that person is no longer around. And you say, thank you, Juanson, for that updated list, sweetie. Why does Asmund get moody when you don't answer his calls right away, right? And then he ignores you. Again, Juanson, another great question for your future Oracle deck. Okay, so let's go and see what is actually going on with that. Let's go over here and there. So, my dear, dear, beautiful Zane, you have such great and wise questions. So what does Asmund get moody when you do not answer, right? When you don't answer, he gets really, really moody because he actually thinks that maybe you're going to be ending something. Maybe you're going to say, this is it. I don't really want him anymore. And at the same time, he's going to be wondering, well, what are you up to? Are you with somebody else? What are you doing, right? Do you still want to be with me? So I feel as though he has so much passion and he does have a certain amount of confidence, but sometimes his confidence just doesn't really come on, through exactly the way that it should. So I will say over here, you see, Watson, we can use you all the time. We get moody because we actually get afraid. We get afraid that you're interested in somebody else, or we get afraid that maybe you're upset with us. Something has happened and we don't really know what to do. And this is why he does that. He ignores you then because, when he ignores you, he's just kind of upset at you. And it's a little bit of his way, if you will, to revenge. We will revenge against you if you don't give us what it is that we want. La 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 la. And you say, how does your aunt feel now that she's aware that you stole Asmund back from her daughter? My beautiful Zane, what are you up to, my lovely? So how does your aunt feel now that that she's aware that you really have complicated family matters, Zane. I love you, sweetie. You need a lot of courage and you need a lot of strength just to get through these family matters. Jasmine, received your email, sweetie. So how does your aunt feel now that she's aware that you stole husband back from her daughter? Yeah, she must not be all that happy, right? No. I feel as though she was trying to control herself as best as possible. She's trying to have a lot of courage. Is she happy? Absolutely not. She's actually really, really quite frustrated. Sometimes I feel as though she kind of juggles with a lot of different things. Do I say something or I don't? Do I or don't I? It's a little bit of a tug and war between herself of what she should do or what she should say, but she often just kind of decides that she's not going to say anything at all, so nothing really comes on from it. So is she surprised or shocked? I'm actually going to have to say both of them, surprised and shocked all together, sweetie. But I do feel as though she is trying to keep these emotions in as much as possible. But I don't feel as though she's necessarily happy about the whole situation. It's a very interesting, yeah. Oh, you love when I say, oh la la, oh. It's so cute. You need to include it into your vocab, right? You're so cute. Okay, so my lovely, there is absolutely no doubt about it over here. There's difficult family situations, but we all have somewhat difficult family situations, right? Some are more difficult than others. At this moment, I'm going to say surprised and shocked. I'm going to add unhappy, but what can we do? And so I'm just going to have to say this is where we're going to stick. This is what we're going to do. When there's nothing that we can do, there's nothing that we can do. So at some point, we're going to end up kind of being resilient towards it. But are we happy about this? No. That goes over here. I'm going to go and see our dear friend. Actually, I'm going to see Ashley, but I did not think about it. My beautiful Ashley, please, sweetie, I need you to post your question, my lovely. So please do go ahead. Ashley by PayPal, post your question away. Whenever I do see it, you're going to be the following reading. Oh, I don't think so, Lilith. We could have like this whole thing. There is an actual, what is his name? Drew Lynch, is it? I think it is Drew Lynch. An American comedian. He appeared on like, I don't know, not an American Idol. No, because that's singing. America's Got Talent, perhaps. Anyways, he's a little bit all over the place on YouTube now, and he's actually really quite funny. And he does actually have this conversation with one of his members or somebody into the crowd about who's better than the other. And they get into like some type of conversation, which is absolutely hilarious, on who's cuter, who is better. And anyways, I'm not going to get into it, but you're adorable, sweetie. Thank you so very much, Ashley. You just want to know what's coming to you into the next year, 2023. Absolutely. Yeah, never heard of Drew. I think his name is Drew Lynch, and he's well known because he has a stutter when he does speak, and he often gets attacked by like I'm not going to say viewers, but people into the room, so spectators. And yeah, and he's just so funny. He's so spot on. He's actually worth watching. He is. All right, so let's go and find this out, lovely. Up next is going to be Jasmine and Jackson. So I do want to know over here for our dear friend Ashley, what is coming to you into the following year, 2023, which is coming on up really quite quickly, isn't it? So, fulfillment, dreams coming on true. What a beautiful card to get. Really, really, and really. Oh, I like that. I like that. That's a little bit what Drew says into his whole conversation. Yeah, I'll take that. So, I will say over here, from what I can see, I'm seeing that, yes, you do have dreams coming on true, no doubt about it. Family-wise, it's going to be good. I do see family contentment. I do see love. I do see support. I do see fulfillment into matters of family and friends. What I do want you to be careful though for is in love. For some kind of reason, I feel as though there's going to be a couple little obstacles. These obstacles are mostly going to be coming from delays. These delays in relationships, they're going to be giving you frustrations, and you're just going to figure out, you know what, they're uncooperative. They don't really want this. They don't really want to be with me. It's just complicated. And I feel as though there is going to be one important ending that is going to be on its way. But other than that, I feel as though financially speaking, you do have financial security. Things seem to be going well. I'm not going to say there's any great abundance, but there's nothing bad. You're not losing anything. You're keeping a stability, and you might be gaining a little bit. So financially, it is stable. It is good. Family-wise, friend-wise, good. Love-wise, there's a little bit of an obstacle, a lesson to be learned. Let me put it that way. That's going to be coming on in somewhere around the month of February, I believe. You're going to walk away from this person. And I feel as though they're not really going to be giving you the support. They're not really going to be there for you, and you're going to end up giving up on them. But I do believe that slowly after, somebody new will be coming on in for you. So I will say, I believe that by the springtime, somebody good, somebody strong, somebody of a water sign is going to be coming on in who could really be quite important for you. And that's what I'm seeing for the moment. A lot of things can change. The energy can definitely change. So I will not go all that much further than that. But altogether, seems to be like a good year, sweetie. You seem to be advancing. You seem to be happy. And you seem to be moving into your path where you're really supposed to be. Oh no, not buffering, Quanson. I'm sorry, sweetie. Jasmine, let's go and find out. What can I do for you? Hold on. And let's go see. Let's do that. And that. And voila. So for my beautiful Jasmine. Okay. Question number 1 for Jasmine. I'm going to stick with a no commitment. I'm also going to have to say over here that we're a little bit vigilant. We are so curious about you. There's so many things that we want to know about you. And I feel like we want to explore so many different parts of you. And may it be physically, may it be within your own personal self. But it's complicated. I feel as though you might not be as open as he is into all of this. So we are thinking about you. And we are wondering where all of this is going to bring. We're a little bit curious about where all of this is going to go. And if you're going to open up a little bit more. What does the universe want you to know? And then I will go for the blunt messages and question number 4. Universe wants you to know that it might be time for you to reconsider something that is into your life right now. You also need to know that a certain abundance and stability are going to be entering your life. And you need to brace yourself because big changes are coming on in for you. Let's go see about your other questions. So question number 4, when are you going to be seeing this person again? So when will you be seeing this person again? I'm going to say not until next, not this weekend. I'm going to say next week, somewhere around the end of the week. It could be around Thursday or Friday. I'll say within, let's say we are Friday, within the following 7 to 8 days. And messages from the blunt deck. Here we go. Messages from the blunt deck. Thank you, my beautiful Amy, sweetie. Let's go and see messages from the blunt deck. I know what it is that I need to do. Also, my beautiful Amy, if you want to post your questions, you can. Okay, lovely. Ashley, sending you so much love. Timestamp for Jasmine. Do you need a timestamp for Jasmine? I don't know. She was here a moment ago, but okay, let's put a timestamp at 50 minutes. 50 minutes should be good. Are you going to be listening to me? Can you actually accept me as I am? And I do want you to know that. Let's take another one. I really do miss you whenever you are not around me. I do think about you. And let's go with one last one. I will see you actually sooner than you think. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Jasmine. Let's go see Jackson, and Amy is going to be up next. My beautiful Jackson, can I read about you and Taurus, man? What is going on between you and Taurus, man? Thank you, Lilith. So, can I read about you and Taurus, man? Whenever you are ready, Amy, please do go for it. So you and Taurus, man. Anxiety. Interesting. What is going on over here? I feel as though Taurus, man, is really quite strong-minded. I feel as though we seek the truth. But at the same time, I feel as though there is something that is going on that I don't really like all that much. I feel as though you're kind of holding on to this person, sweetie. But I feel as though this other person is not necessarily good. I kind of feel like they're somewhat toxic for you, sweetie. Interesting, isn't it? Okay. Kids World, just got your email, sweetie. Hold on just one moment. My beautiful Lilith, I'm going to say whenever it dies off, which could be quite soon. I'll give you a little bit of a hint before it happens, my beautiful Lilith. It could be like we're finishing with Watson type of a hint. So I will say over here, my dear friend, I feel as though we have an unhealthy attachment. There is something that seems to be going on. You seem to be wanting to be with this Taurus person, this Taurus man. But I feel as though this person is somewhat manipulative, somewhat a little bit insensitive. I feel like something is going on over here, and I just don't really feel like it's all that good. I feel like it's giving you a lot of anxiety, and it just kind of has you a little bit haunted or mentally just kind of tired altogether. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. Hello, my beautiful collective soul. It's okay, sweetie. I've been doing the readings, my beautiful collective soul, at 8 p.m. because it actually seems to be pretty good for everybody, but I might switch it from like 7:30 to 9:30. I have not really made anything official yet, but it's going to be around these times. If you come in at this time, you're going to be good. It is nice to see you, lovely. So altogether, what I am going to say between you and Taurus man, I don't feel like everything is perfect. I feel like there's a lot of complexities. I feel like sometimes we can be manipulative. Not you, the Taurus man. I feel like sometimes we just really want what we want and we don't really care about anything else. I want you to be careful for not being manipulative at this moment. It could be something that could be coming on in. But my good thing is actually that things can and will actually end up to be quite good. I feel like we're going to be going into a different type of direction where we're going to be able to work together, to understand, to ultimately really try to make things work out. So I see a lot of collaboration. I see a lot of teamwork, and I see an overflowing of emotions. I feel strong, positive vibes that are coming on through from a period that might be a little bit more dark. So if things are not going all that well at this moment, please do know that better things will be coming on in at this moment for you, or anyways within the following month or so, sweetie. Sending you so much love. Let me know, Jackson, if there's anything else I can do for you, or if you have any question that maybe I have not really answered, please let me know. Thank you, my beautiful Amy. I've got you, sweetie. And I'm actually with you at this moment. So let's go for our beautiful Amy. Let me just go and make sure that everything is good over here. And voila. So, Amy, questions. And then I'm going to go and see a kid's world. What kind of, okay. What kind of, so what kind of renal cancer looking with for you? Okay. What are we looking for with you, right? What is Cancer truly looking for with you? Here we go for Amy. First questions. What are we truly looking with you at this moment? At this moment, if we could, if we really, really could, we would like to have a home. We would like to have a family. With you, we would like to be able to do that, but we don't necessarily believe into it. Maybe when things fall apart onto the other side, we'll start to believe into it a little bit more. From what I can see at this moment is we're wanting something that is, we're wanting you to be available. We're wanting a relationship that is readily available, that is open, that is possible, that is loving, that is caring, that is accepting, and that is truly just non-judgmental altogether. This is what Cancer is truly looking for you at this moment. We're not looking towards marriage or being together forever. We're looking towards being. We're looking towards being the way, let me just go see, you did send something over here. Yeah, why does it feel like it's questionable between you guys, right? Yeah. Why does it feel like it is questionable? I'm going to say mostly it's not that it is all that questionable between you guys. Hello, my beautiful Erin. Nice to see you, lovely. Happy Thanksgiving. Long time no see, beautiful. It's not necessarily that it is questionable. Sometimes he's a little bit worried that you might say something because you might get upset at him because he doesn't reply back, because he doesn't meet up with you, and so on. He does have a little bit of a worry there. But what is mainly questionable, but it's not questionable, it's just a different perspective altogether. It's that he wants to appear into the eyes of everybody who is around him. He wants to appear as though he has not failed. For him, not being into the relationship, having a divorce, having to move out, you're touching his ego, you're touching his personal feelings altogether, you're touching his social people that are around him also, work and friends, and he is feeling as though he is a failure. He is feeling as though it is because of him that all of this has happened, and he has lost a lot. Now, this is why he's working so very hard in order to get back to the position that he was in into the past. It is very important for him what other people think around him. And this is why you're a little bit stuck into this position altogether. It's not that you are questionable. Sometimes he does worry that you might be upset and say something. But other than that, he doesn't question you whatsoever. He doesn't question your love. He doesn't question any of that such. But for him, what is truly important is what other people think. And for him not to lose what he has worked so long to get into his life. It is really about him, and him. Nothing to do with you. Nothing questionable onto that side. He is wanting, I know, he is wanting a renewal. He is wanting things. He is wanting things to change is what he is actually wanting. He's wanting renewals into his life. And I know that you will say, and I will say the same thing, if you want a renewal, what do you got to do, right? You got to make modifications. You got to let go of what is old and what is no longer good. And you got to accept what is good and what is positive coming on in. This is what is a little bit more difficult for him to do at this moment. So there's a really, really big difference between what he wants and what he desires and what he would like to have. He has into his mind, I want renewal. He wants renewal of what? He wants renewal of what he has lost. That's what he wants, into the renewal. He wants to get back into the place that he was in before. He's not into a good place right now. He needs to take what's bad, bring it back into the good. He needs to do the same thing with you. For him, that is renewal. Let me just do this like that. And let's go back over here. So what is to come now until January 7th? I didn't really see anything else that was popping on up, sweetie. I don't know what exactly it is that you're looking for. Let me go see if there's anything else popping on out. Okay, from here until January 7th, you have Cancer who's being a little bit selfish. As I said, you're going to be having those periods of where nothing really is going to be happening. Things are going to be a little bit stagnant because we're busy onto the other side. Other than that, from what I can see over here, we love you. We do. I see delays, I see resistance, I see indecisions, I see standstills, I see selfishness. I feel as though mentally we are stuck into a position where we're really just not all that happy whatsoever. I see over here that you are feeling as though things are unfair. Also, I'm getting legal issues. Legal issues have nothing to do with you, but really have to do with Cancer. So, but I believe Cancer is going to be telling you about these legal issues, and you're going to be a little bit worried about them. And this is why they're appearing into your reading. So what else to come? Not all that much. I'm going to have to say you're going to be feeling quite disappointed within the relationship altogether over here, but nothing all that much more, sweetie. There's no big movement coming on in. Nothing whatsoever. Amy, 3 months. And Amy, 3 months and around your life. So let's just go see Amy in 3 months. And then we're going to go and see Amy around your life. So Amy, within the following 3 months, I see you with private achievements. So something that you've been wanting to do that seems to be good towards you, that seems to be positive. I do see you with a couple of challenges here and there, but nothing much more than that. I feel as though you have competition into the area of work that you do perform, but you are persevering. You're continuing altogether. Love-wise, I feel as though there was a little bit of a loss of opportunity. So what I will say altogether, just for you, because you want to know about you and yourself, you are going to be getting a certain personal achievement, no doubt about it. As I said, you seem to be having some competition around you, so it's going to be interesting to look at that competition, try to see what they're offering so that you can offer something that is even better. But I feel as though you're cared for, you are loved, and you're absolutely adored by the people that are around you. It's going to be really important for you personally to work onto your self-love, work onto the harmony into your life, and I will say to work onto the distress also. I feel like sometimes the distress that we can have can be a little bit complicated and can actually taint our other relationships into our life. So I have to be a little bit careful with that. So Amy, 3 months in and around your life. What do we have for Amy? I see transitions, I see changes, I see releasing any bad baggage that you have around you. I see more inner harmony, more happiness, and this is all coming from that transition that you're having over here. really what is coming on for you into the following 3 months is really just more courage, more power, more energy. And within this power and this energy and this courage, you're going to be able to manifest more what you want. You're going to be able to stand your ground more. And just from standing your ground, manifesting more what you want, vocalizing more what it is that you want, you are going to be happier. You're going to feel that you are into a position that is bringing you more what you want into your life instead of just kind of waiting for life to come towards you. You're going to be acting towards life. That being said, you're going to be actually making beautiful manifestations, and financially speaking, opportunities seem to be coming your way. So I will say, new clients, sweetie. Let's go and see over here. Hello, my beautiful collective souls, and thank you, sweetie. I will be with you momentarily. I'm going to go and see a kid's world, and then I'm going to be moving on forward to PayPal and Aaron. Let me just go see over here what's going on into PayPal. We're going to go and answer a kid's world. We're going to leave a little bit of a timestamp because sometimes she's here and sometimes she's not. Okay, and we have our beautiful collective soul over here. Perfect. Okay. So collective souls on to Aaron. So Aaron and collective souls, you guys are going to be up next. At the moment, I'm with a beautiful kid's world. He said he wanted another baby. Was he serious or was he just kind of drunk talking, right? And his feelings towards you right now. Absolutely. Let's go and see that. Yeah, you know what, my beautiful Amy, you're going to be worried too with Cancer's divorce, right? I know that you're going to be worried because there's so many different things that can pop on through that can modify things into your life, but it gives you absolutely no good to worry. It just brings stress, it brings anxiety, it brings frustration. I feel like you need to go one step at a time. It is not better for him, and he definitely doesn't want to say that anything has been happening because he knows it's going to be creating problems with you, and it's not going to do anything good for him, so it's better to stay hush-hush upon the whole thing. Oh, there you go, beautiful kids world. No timestamp necessary. Aaron, you are going to be up next, lovely. So, does he really want another baby? Yes or no? Well, let's go and find that out. So E said he wanted another baby. Was he serious or was he just kind of drunk talking? Okay. I'm actually going to have to say there is a mix between both. Yeah, he was drunk and he was talking, but was he serious? I'm actually going to have to say a yes into this whole thing. So there's different things happening. I feel as though he would like to have another child perhaps, but I also feel as though he's trying to tell you this because he believes that you are wanting this also. So it's like a double kind of a sword. It's not a sword. It's a double issue, if you will. We believe that you want it. Therefore, we want to make you happy. So we're going to say that we want it too. Do we truly want another baby? Partially, we do. 100%? Not quite. But for you, we will do it. To keep you around us, we will. To make you happy and to make you believe that we love you because we do, then we will do it. So was he drunk talking? Kind of, but there was a lot of truth into the whole thing. I feel as though he is willing to do it mostly because he wants to show you that he loves you, he cares for you, and he does want to be with you. He's trying to show to you the way that he feels towards you. He is trying to show you that he has a lot of love, a lot of care, a lot of passion. He has a lot of beautiful visions towards the future at the same time. So, I mean, feeling towards you, he's got an awful lot of love. He's got a lot of caring. He's got a lot of desires, but he also is available and he is able to see that there is something, that sometimes just kind of brings you guys off, and he doesn't like that. He doesn't really want to get back into that type of situation. And I feel like he's trying to mend it as best as possible. So, I mean, honestly, his feelings towards you, he absolutely adores you, sweetie. There's no doubt about it. I don't ever want you to have any doubt about the way that he feels about you. I know that sometimes he can seem a little bit suspicious, But he is not. He is not, my lovely. I know that what he does sometimes is not acceptable also towards you. But again, he does love you and he does care for you. Let's finish this up with maybe a couple messages from him. Let's go and see the Hermit deck to begin with. You thought he was saying it because he missed you. Well, he kind of did. He had a lot of reasons to say it, right? Because you haven't seen him. He had a lot of reasons to say it, absolutely. But, oh, I did receive it, my beautiful kids world. He's saying a lot of things because he loves you and he cares for you, and he does believe that this is something that will make you happy, something that will make you want to stay with him. So there's a lot of variations into the equation altogether. But if you take, let's say it's an algebra, and you take a plus b plus c, and you take z and x and y, it's all going to equal to a certain happiness. It's all going to equal to a result of keeping you into our life, because we care about you and we do want to make you happy. So I feel like the overall altogether is good, is positive, and is really quite strong. I feel like the intentions are exactly where they're supposed to be. And sometimes he's just a little bit clumsy altogether. He just says things at, sometimes inappropriate moments, perhaps, or at moments where we don't necessarily believe what he's saying. So let's go see. What does he have to say over here? Here you go. Something he might not say all that often. He's sorry. He's sorry for, causing trouble into your life over here and there. He wants you to know that you truly do matter into his life, that you are absolutely his everything. And he does need you, though, to wait a little bit. He doesn't want to have all that much pressure. He needs you to wait. He needs you to be patient. Why? Because he still doesn't have all the answers altogether, but he does want you to know that he does love you, and he does want you to love him back. Oh, kids. Oh, my beautiful kids world. I will check that out, but I'm definitely going to have to say don't go by that, my beautiful kids world. I know that some people truly, truly go with their astrological signs and so on, but oh my gosh, don't follow that. Oh, no, 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 no. I'll give you an example, my beautiful kids world. I'm an Aries and I'm with a Pisces. We do not mix whatsoever, okay? At all. I mean, we are not compatible whatsoever. Yet we did, and we do have 3 children together, and we have been together for like 18 years now. So we've had horrible downs, but we've had some good ups too. And we're still together. So I'll say, for anybody who is out there, please do not try to rate your relationship or check the compatibility of your relationship on your astrological sign. I know there's a lot of kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, the other night I got addicted to watching, actually it was last night. Oh my gosh, I went to bed so late. I got addicted to watching all these shorts. And yeah, there was one of them about compatibilities on different astrological signs, and I don't follow that stuff, guys. I don't believe into it. I believe that if you're in love and you want it to work on through with communication and patience, everything is going to be possible. But let me go and check it out for you anyways. That's your love story, right, Maria? Oh yeah, Pisces. I have a Pisces son, I have a Pisces boyfriend, and I have a Pisces dog. And then my youngest son is a Scorpio, and my daughter and myself were both Aries. So that's a crazy house. I know, a kid's world, but there's nothing wrong about that, honestly. Let me go and see. So can it still work out even though you guys are of the same sign? Absolutely, sweetie. Yes, yes, and yes. There is no problem whatsoever over here. Nothing, and nothing. You guys can both be in charge at that right moment, whenever it is your opportune time to be so. You can both be decisive. You can both be independent, but you are both quite loyal, optimistic. You can be somewhat impulsive also, but you know what? It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Don't worry about it, sweetie. It is a yes onto that one. Hello, my beautiful Carrie, sweetie. So I'm definitely gonna have to say over here, it's not a problem, my beautiful kids world. Let me finish out with a last message deck over here. And after that, I'm moving back into PayPal. I'm going to go and see, yes, Collective Souls. All right. And let's go back over here. All right, so same thing for you, Maria, and everybody else. Don't worry about the signs, guys. Don't. You are the absolute love of my life. Whenever we are not necessarily around one another, I do want you to know that I do receive your telepathic messages. And yes, I do know that you love me. And sometimes I'm a little bit scared. Sometimes I am a little bit worried. But I do want you to know that I am always, but always with you. Sending you so much love, sweetie. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, lovely. Actually, beautiful collective souls. Thank you, my beautiful collective. Not beautiful collective. Thank you, collective souls. Yes, but thank you, my beautiful kids world. Sending you so much love. And I did not get to say happy Thanksgiving to you, so I will say a little bit late. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my sweetie. I'm going to go and see Erin, and then I'm going to go and see Collective Soul. So, Erin, my lovely, how will your financial situation look into the following 3 months? Let's go and find that out. So, Erin, followed out by Collective Souls. How will your financial situation look into the following 3 months? Into the following 3 months. For some reason over here, I'm going to be taking out another deck to come and collaborate what is going on over here. At first, you're going to be feeling as though things are not quite going the way that you would like them to. I feel like you're being a little bit lost or feeling a little bit lost over here. But my good news is you are going to be taking power. You're going to be changing something. You're going to decide that you're going to move on forward with something. It could be an idea. It could be asking for a raise. There is some type of modification that you are going to decide that you are going to be making into your life. And this decision, you're going to have to stand up strong. You're going to have to stand your ground and move on forward with this thought. It's not going to be an easy one, but you are going to choose it. You are going to move on forward, and it's going to bring a lot of happiness. It's going to bring a lot of goodness into your life. So I will say, from a certain stagnation over here, some type of an idea, something that you are going to be doing within the following 3 months is going to bring more abundance into your life. So I will say within the following 3 months, I see more of a progressive income. Something more seems to be coming in for you. I'm not going to say it's going to be something absolutely, mind-blowing, nothing of the such, but things seem to be better than what they are at this moment. And it all seems to be coming from the fact that you are making some type of a move. You're doing something over here. And here we go. So you need to stay down to earth. You need to stay practical. You need to stay resourceful altogether. Clarity is coming your way. You are going to be gaining more power. And whatever seems to be coming your way within this decision, which within this, I'm standing my ground and I'm going to be changing something into my life, is going to be perhaps even some type of a risky adventure or a risky motion onto your side. But it is going to be paying off. So I will say within the following 3 months, you are going to be better off than you are at this moment, my lovely. And you just started a business. Good for you. Yes, yes, and yes. Erin, congratulations, sweetie. Yes, continue moving on forward. You're going to be getting so many new ideas that are going to be coming on in, and it's just going to bring more abundance towards you. Erin, good for you, sweetie. Good for you. Congratulations. And just better things are coming towards you. Keep on moving on forward. Keep up with that beautiful, how can I say, these beautiful vibes. Nothing but goodness is coming your way. But you also need to know it does not matter what comes your way, Erin. It does not matter. When you are in business, you're going to have some bad times and you're going to have some great times. You need to know that once those great times come on in, if you hold on strong and you navigate through it quite strongly and well, you are going to get a lot of abundance. So good for you, Erin. Congratulations, sweetie. You deserve everything that is coming your way. And happy Thanksgiving to you too, sweetie. Let's go and let's do this like this. And let's go see collective souls. Okay, let me go over here. You're better tonight. All right, my sweetie. Let me go and see over here. And should you do a 6-month lease or should you wait or buy, right? I know, that's uncomfortable as hell, seriously. I hope, I'm sure, you know what, I'm sure that Divine does have a beautiful plan for you. It's just that sometimes the Divine doesn't really have the exact same plan that we want, my beautiful collective souls. So let's go and see over here. Hello, my beautiful Anna Lynn. Happy Thanksgiving to you. A little bit late, sweetie. Okay, so let's go and find this out. Hello, my beautiful Fatine. How are you doing? Okay, let me just move back over here one moment. Hold on, and let's just do this like that. So we are with our beautiful collective souls at this moment. And we're going to be going to find out what's happening for you. Okay, perfect. How are you doing, my beautiful Fatine tonight? And Anna Lynn. Okay, so let me just go back over here one moment into my mail. So I want to know, when will a new place for our beautiful collective souls become available? I do have 2 cards, so they do belong to you, my lovely. Let's go and find out. All right, here we go. Thank you, my beautiful Kids World. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, sweetie. Okay. King of Wands over here, followed out by, yeah, I see the anxiety that seems to be coming upon. I see that you're somewhat mentally haunted upon this whole thing, and you do have that beautiful steady progress where things are kind of moving on forward, but we're kind of waiting for something else, right? Okay. You're not giving up, but you are definitely bruised over here, and you're really just kind of waiting and looking for what is going to be coming on next forward towards you. Is there a new apartment, something of the such that seems to be coming? For the moment, I'm going to have to say you're going to continue to be, at least for the following 3 months, into the same position that you're in. You're going to continue that way, and we are into the month of November, almost December. I'm going to say by around the month of May or June, that's when you're moving out, sweetie. And I know right now I can hear you and I can see you into my mind thinking that this is absolute hell and wondering how you're going to do, until then. Well, you're just going to have to write me emails every single day, sweetie, and we'll get through it together. So what is a new place going to come for you to live, to be available? It seems to be coming from here to the month of May. It's definitely not happening from here till February. So from here to February, I'm going to say we're going to have to kind of delete that thought. I don't quite see it happening unless you really put an awful lot of effort into it. I always believe that if we put a ton of effort in, at some point, something is going to be popping on out, right? But yes, the divine does have a lot to do with it. So is it going to be affordable? Let's go and see if what's coming on forward is going to be affordable. And if you should lease or if you should wait to buy. So far, what we know is for the following 3 months, you're definitely there. Somewhere around the month of May, you seem to be moving out. That being said, you're going to be finding it before May, right? So somewhere around the beginning of March, you're going to be finding this new place. And you're going to be moving on out approximately 2 months later. Is it going to be affordable? And what's going to be happening with this place altogether? Here we go. Well, let's go and find out. It's somewhat of a risky adventure altogether. So, are you going? I would go with a 6-month lease if I were you, unless you're able to buy. If you're able to buy, then go for it. I mean, my gosh, instead of throwing that money away into rent, if you're able to buy, please go for it. But I will say for you over here, I would rent for approximately 6 months. I kind of feel like the place you're going to be getting could be a little bit expensive, but you're going to be able to pay it, no doubt about it. But it is going to be expensive anyway. So, if you do find something else into the meanwhile that you can buy, I say go for it. And I know that you need to move on forward, right? I know, and I do have to say this just because I see it, and I know that you're not asking me the question. But I see it into the card, so I will say it, and hopefully at the same time it will bring you, my beautiful, some hope. I do see that once you do move out, that things are actually going to be moving really, really quickly for you. And there is somebody over here, which I believe is a sign of Pisces, who's going to be coming into your life, who's very lightheaded and very playful, somebody who is very creative, somebody who is very artistic. So I'm actually going to have to say that whenever you do move on out into your new place, into the fall, not into the fall, but into the spring of next year, you also even have love that seems to be popping into your life, sweetie. So you're going to have like a 2-for-1, my lovely, which is good. And that is, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it, sweetie. Look at that. We were not even looking for it. And look what we found. Thank you so very much, my beautiful Fatina. We'll be with you momentarily. Let me go and see that, lovely. I'm going to go and answer over here our dear friend, a Kids World. And then I'm going to be moving on forward with Anna Lynn. So, Watson and Lilith, I will say 10 for tonight, my beautiful souls. Okay, let me go see what you've posted over here, lovely. So you say the brother girlfriend keeps calling you. Is she being genuine? Let's go see. Or is she just not a good person to keep around? Okay. Is she a good person to be keeping around or not? I'm actually going to have to say over here, I do not feel as though this person is bad. I do not believe that whatsoever. I'm actually going to say at this moment, I feel as though she is really being quite genuine. So I'm going to say that she could be a good person to keep around, my lovely. Interesting, isn't it? So I'm going to say there doesn't really seem to be any problems with this person, my beautiful little Kids World. She's a good person to keep around. Oh, she's definitely good, my beautiful Kids World. I don't have any problems over here whatsoever, sweetie. You're good for gold. Yeah, no, I just did. Yeah, I know. You're experiencing buffering, and I also had, thank you, my beautiful Annalyn, I also had Watson, who was buffering earlier. A Kids World, I see no problem whatsoever, sweetie. So I say go for it. I feel as though we're genuine. I feel as though we're caring. I don't feel like we're hiding anything. I don't feel like we're a bad person whatsoever. So feel free, my sweetie, if you're willing to, deepen this connection a little bit, why not? Thank you, Lilith. Let's go and see our beautiful friend over here, Anna Lynn, and then I'm going to be moving on forward to, I'm going to be moving back to our PayPal. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just hold on 1 moment. I'm going to move on back over here and give a list. So here we go. We have Amy, Carrie, and Fatine. Amy, Carrie, and Fatine. Now, Amy, I already have your questions. Fatine, you posted it, so I'm going to answer Fatine. And then I'll move over to Amy and Carrie because I don't want to lose Fatine into the reading. Anna Lynn, what are Hassan's Gemini's intentions towards you, Virgo? Oh, Anna Lynn, this is new. I like this. You say it seemed real genuine, right? It is, my beautiful. So I say go for it, my beautiful kids world. You know what? There's a lot of beautiful people out there. There's a lot that we can't trust also. But, I mean, listen to your intuition onto this one. You're saying it. I'm saying it. Spirit is saying it. I say go for it. It is all good. It is all beautiful. I will check that out. I will check that out, Anna Lynn, sweetie. Absolutely. So, first of all, what we want to know over here is what are the intentions, right? Let's go and find that out. What intentions do we have? I feel like we're kind of keeping everything a little bit of a mystery, aren't we? We're not really talking about anything altogether. I feel like whenever there is an actual opportunity and the door kind of opens, that we seize that opportunity. And I feel like we would like to meet you more. We would like to see more of you. We want to have more gatherings. We want to be able to spend more time with you. But I do have to say, all for the intentions, as much as I do have a minus, as much as we want to get to know you more, as much as we want to be able to, just take on in any opportunity that comes on forward, I do have a little bit also over here of indecisiveness, so we don't quite know. We're interested in you. We want to get to know you better. We want to spend more time with you, so we're able to answer those questions that we're wondering at this moment. So I'm going to say the intentions. We do have an intention of being with you. We would like to be able to have a long-term relationship with you, but we're still a little bit indecisive about it. I feel as though we're still kind of missing a little bit more time together or a little bit more information. So I say seize all those opportunities that are possible for you guys to be together, so that clarity actually comes towards him, so he can actually ask you out to say, hey, why don't you be my partner? Why don't we be girlfriend and boyfriend and just, move on forward together? So this is what we're missing. We're missing clarity, but the intent and the want and the desire, everything is there. Because you have some trust issues, right? Well, there you go. And he's been pursuing you, but you always feel like he talks to... Let me go see if he's talking to other girls. Let's go see. Okay, so that is where all the indecisiveness is coming from, Annalyn. Makes complete sense. Complete sense. Yes. Okay, so let's go see if he's talking with anybody else. And you've rejected him 5 times. And he keeps coming back, Annalyn. He wants you. He wants more information. He wants to be more with you. He does not want to let you go. I know at this moment you might be wondering, is he just kind of pursuing me because I'm the one that he can't have, right? Oh, I get you. Oh, collective soul. Divine has a sense of humor, all right. Sometimes it sucks as hell. I get you. We don't like Divine's sense of humor sometimes, but I love the way you actually say it. Annalyn. Are we talking with other women at this moment? Yes or no? At this moment in particular, I'm actually going to have to say, no, I do not believe so. But I am going to give you the information onto the other side. It's a little bit like a coin. If you flip it on over, you're going to get like a whole new other information, right? So what I can actually feel and see over here is that we have had some options into the past, and we do still have options. We do. I'm not going to hide that from you. We still have options. But the difference is we're not interested into those options. We're not interested into those options, and we seem to be quite sad that we're not able to have you. And this is kind of flowing onto a sea emotion, wondering what's going on, and if you do want to be with us or not, and how maybe we can modify things. Sometimes we're absolutely terrified and afraid that you're going to walk away from us forever. And honestly, we are really willing to do a lot of things for you. We're willing to just kind of jump into that rabbit hole altogether. So my lovely, yeah, he's been pursuing you for over 5 months. He asks you like every month to be into a relationship. Okay, Annalyn, I'm going to say, I do feel like he's got options, no doubt about it, but he's not looking at those options. Now, the fact that he's got options, but he's not looking at them, if that bothers you, well, I say don't start it off altogether. Continue to say no. Ask him to maybe stop bothering you. But I don't feel as though he's seeing anybody and wants to be with you. Therefore, I don't feel like he's being dishonest at this moment. So I'm going to say I feel like he is genuine. I feel like he does want to get to know you more. There is a lot of uncertainty. We don't really know where all of this is going, but we would like to actually have a relationship with you. So are you willing to open up that vault of trust and to start a relationship, or even just to start today? If you're asking the question, it's letting me know that you do have a certain curiosity. So I say, why not? Go on to a date, give him a try, see where that goes. If it doesn't go well, don't see him again. If it goes well, give him a second try, sweetie. There is nothing like living a life with doubt. You don't want that. And since you're asking me, there is definitely some type of interest over here. Ask him out, see how it goes. Maybe you'll be able to close this and lock this file for good. Or maybe you'll be onto that beautiful divine path, sweetie. Sometimes love relationships, they are complicated. Sometimes we don't really see what is coming towards us, and sometimes it could be the very best relationship ever. Hello, my beautiful Hocus Focus. Let me know, my dear Annalyn, if there's anything else I can do that I can do for you. I know, right? Collective souls? I know, sweetie. All right, I'm going to go and see. I said Amy. I'm moving over. No, not Amy. I love you, Amy, but I'm not coming to see you. I'm going to see Fatine because I'll lose Fatine. Let me go and see Omar's current feelings and intentions with messages. Absolutely. So let's go see what's going on for Omar. Fatine is going to be at 141. So 141 for our beautiful friend Fatine. And let's go see what's happening. Amy, you are up next, followed out by Carrie. So, Fatine, what is happening with Omar? He is like that impossible love. He is like that guy, that man who loves you, who wants to be with you, but, just kind of hides forever. And at some point we end up being so disappointed because we never really did anything, and you'll end up finding the love of your life and he'll end up being sad as hell. Let's go see. Teamwork and collaboration is so very important over here, and I know that you guys don't have it at this moment, so I will say, as for current feelings towards you, we have our inner clarity. We know what we think about you. We think you're absolutely beautiful. We think that you're adorable, and we do love you in so many different ways. That is absolutely clear. There is nothing to be discussed about the way that he actually feels towards you. It is untouchable. The problem actually happens with the exterior, with moving on forward, with decisions, and really, I'm going to have to say the outside world. I don't feel as though, I feel like he always has somewhat of a burden. I feel like his life is always a little bit complicated and doesn't really know how to move on forward or what to do. And at some point, we also kind of feel as though a lot of time has gone on by. We don't really know if it's really going to be accepted or not. Are we kind of living into a world of desire and a want, but it's something that is into the past, into your life? So I'm going to say the actual lack of communication is what is creating the most problems into this relationship altogether. So we do have a lot of negative thoughts. Omar is imposing upon himself a lot of restrictions, a lot of certain imprisonments. So thank you, my beautiful Hocus Focus. I will say, my lovely Fatine, we do still have those current feelings that are nice and strong and positive towards you. But our intentions are at a stalemate altogether. Nothing is going to be happening over here unless you do something, because we believe that maybe you've moved on. Maybe you think it's been way too long. Maybe you've decided that you don't want to be with this person anymore. So we have so many doubts that we're not able to move on forward. We're not able to actually make an intention towards you. So we're going to continue being into the way that we are, not being with anybody else, and always a little bit wondering if you would want something with us, or if you'll reach out to us. You know how we often look at our phone and say, oh, is this person going to text me? Is this person going to contact me? And so on, so on. This is a little bit it. So the this is what I'm seeing, my lovely. Let me give you a couple messages over here. Lilith, I don't know, sweetie. I have not checked it out, but you have just sent me the weirdest title of a tarot deck, which, by the way, I received a deck today by complete surprise. It must have been something I ordered like 6-7 months ago. The Boss or something type of tarot. I don't know. I have not even opened yet. I have not had the time. So hopefully into the following days, you guys will be seeing this tarot deck if it passes my interview. Messages. Let's go for some messages for our beautiful Fatine. We're going to go with the Hermit deck. Here, let's start off with this one. It's interesting, isn't it? I don't know. I know, right, Carrie? I receive some stuff sometimes, and it just kind of arrives at my door, and I'm like, what is this? It feels like a deck. But I didn't order no decks. And then there you go. I open it. I'm like, what is this? I called my mom. I'm like, I received this deck today. I have no idea what it is, and I have no idea why I ordered it. Carrie, it is no joke. I must have behind my computer here at least 40 different decks that I have ordered that I have never even opened. I was inspired when I ordered them and I thought, oh, fantastic. But then I received them and the vibe was just not really there anymore, and I've never even used them. They're still in cellophane. I kid you not. Here we go, my beautiful Fatine. I know, right, Lilith? I'm going to have to check it out. I'll give you guys the correct name. It's upstairs onto my kitchen counter. I don't remember what it is. I could be your hero, my beautiful Fatine. Oh, seriously, Carrie. I know. And sometimes I open them and I'm like, oh, what is that? How interesting. Also, let me hold you. All these wants and all these desires, right? Sometimes I'm a little bit too afraid to talk to you. It is almost time to watch me? Almost time to watch you? Oh, to watch you! I'm like, why do you got to spy on me? What are you doing? Do I got to shut off all my webcams? What are you up to, Lilith? But now I know what you're talking. Yes! Is it not coming like in February or something? We still got to finish our other show. We have I think one epi yet, right? Or something? We don't have all that much left. Oh, I can't wait to see you. Besides Sexy Guy, I don't know what his name is. Oh, I love it. I love that show. I'm so sad when it ends. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I don't like my emoticons in this thing. Carrie, can't say the word, but it looks like male genitals with eyes. What you just posted. What is that, Carrie? I don't know. I need to ask YouTube for new emoticons. Ace of Cups, my beautiful, followed on out by... Oh, it's in January. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm so excited then, Lilith. I mean, yeah, I'll be trembling. I'm so excited about it. I want to start a family with you. I know, seriously, look. You see? Eyes with male genitals. That's what it looks like. Okay, YouTube gave me horrible emoticons. What the heck is that? No, stop posting it, Lilith. Oh my gosh. Okay, Fatine, let's continue over here and let's stop looking at those sexual emoticons. Of course, right? Let's go see Fatine. With their hands up to their eyes, right? Yeah, it's a very Bali type of a picture. Okay, we would definitely be attracted to a stalker. You know, a stalker has a lot of beautiful intentions, a lot of love, a lot of passion. It's got an awful lot of horrible stuff too, but it's got a lot of good things. I know, Carrie, seriously. I feel ashamed for how I have treated you. You did not deserve that, my beautiful Fatine. There was no good reason for the way that I acted, and I wish that I could apologize. Also, My heart was blocked. I was not available to receive your love when you gave it. And my pride and ego kind of led us astray. I fear that you will never look at me the same. It is hard for me to look at myself into the mirror at this moment. My beautiful Fatine, sending you so much love. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And it was absolutely it was lovely to see you tonight, sweetie. Yeah, what is that? What is that thing, Lilith? Is some kind of a cactus weird thing going on? I don't know. Yeah, their eyes. They don't look like eyes, Swanson. They look like hairy things. They look like hairy sexual things that I don't want to have into my emoticons. Oh, of course, Lilith. Now, that is the way a stalker would say it. I am not a stalker. I am a romantic investigator. Of course. Oh my God. Okay, so not advocating stalking. No, absolutely not, Lilith. No, we will not. Okay. Let's go and see our beautiful Amy as we speak. So, Fatina, I'm sending you so much love, sweetie. I've heard about the Astro, whatever it is that you sent me to, right? Let me go see that. The name is just not exciting me whatsoever. Maybe the decks will be exciting. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Okay. I will look at it. I will, but I don't know. It's got me kind of scared. Okay. Well, okay, let me go and see your second email over here so I don't lose it. So, Amy, you're just wondering if she'd be worried, and will you? No, I don't. I don't feel like anything is really going to go that way. From what I can see at this moment, I'm going to be taking out some cards, but I have not seen anything really going into that direction. I feel as though justice is into the way. I feel as though things are moving on forward, but we don't really have any proof about anything altogether. Whatever it is that we do have does not seem to be sustainable. So I will say for the moment, I'm going to be taking out some cards, but I would have told you. I don't see anything. I know that he's worried, and I know that you're worried, and it's absolutely normal. But and I can't tell you not to worry, because it is part of of the process, if you will. But is anything really going to be revealed? Do you really have to worry about anything of the such? You will be worried. But is anything going to be revealed? I'll say no. I don't see any problems onto that side, sweetie. She would have used that wild card a long time ago. And let me go and see your other questions over here. Thank you, my beautiful Fatine. Oh, yeah, seriously. What do I have with eyes, right, Watson? Honestly, yeah, it was scary as hell. I opened it, and I'm like, what the hell is this eye, Watson? And it was scaring the bigger, I don't know how you say it. It was scaring me. And I thought, okay, I'm going to listen to it. It's coming from Watson. It can't be that scary. And then there you go. I saw the beauty, and I saw the production, and I saw the opening. And then I just kind of felt like at home. But at first, the beginning, it scared me. You must know, Watson, I'm a scary cat. Don't send me big eyes. Don't do that. Yeah. You would never stalk, or not directly, right? Tarot cards, on the other hand. Of course, you would not do it directly, Lilith. I love the way you say that. You could say that before a court, couldn't you? I did not stalk. I did it direct. I did not do it directly. I did it indirectly. Oh, you would lose, Lilith. You would lose. All right. Hello, my beautiful Katie. Nice to see you, sweetie. Okay. Yeah. What is that thing? Thank you, my beautiful ass. If Lisa says that resembles something, that's it, right? No, that's just kind of weird looking. There's nothing sexual with it. I don't even know what that is. It's some kind of scary face. They were kitty cat eyes, right? Oh, thank you, Watson. Thank you for making me seem like a... It was one big kitty cat eye, Watson. Let's be completely sincere. One big eye just staring at me through my whole screen is what it was. And I have to say, cats kind of scare me. They always have. My sister had a cat when we were younger, and it used to attack us all the time. So I have nothing against cats, but they kind of scare me. Yeah, I'm more of a doggy kind of a person. Okay, so I'm going to move over now, and I'm going to go and see, yes, our beautiful Amy. Why are you going to feel the loss of opportunity in love into the following 3 months? The actual loss of opportunity is not necessarily that. You are starting to lose your... you're actually starting to lose the potential that you believe into the relationship is what is happening. It's not that you're going to lose everything within the following 3 months. It's that you're going to be feeling as though this is not really going anywhere. Nothing is really changing. And that you're kind of stuck into a place that it's not really giving you anything good. And that is more what I can see within the cards. So what you're actually going to be doing over here is you're going to be following a little bit more your intuition. You're going to be thinking, hey, you know what? This is not really giving me anything good. We're not really moving on forward with it. You don't necessarily see any movement going on forward neither. So you're going to start to do things and focus more upon yourself. And as you're focusing more upon yourself, I feel like you're going to be making yourself maybe even more available for different people. So who's to say? I don't see it at this moment. I know that you're making yourself more available. Who's to say that somebody is not going to come on forward and be kind and sweet towards you, and you're going to want to start something off with this person? Or who's to say that at some point you're not going to decide to go into some type of an app? Because there are all possibilities. There are all things that you can do because you're not getting what you want where you are at this moment. It doesn't matter if you're looking left or right. You're not getting what you want. And what you want is love. And you need to love yourself. And you want to have love from somebody else. And you need to find that happiness. And within the following 3 months, you seem to be figuring that out into a different way that is actually making you want to take some action. Amy, into the following 6 months. Oh, Lilith, who is being greeted as a goddess now? You are? I say, why not? I take it. Oh, they were cute. They were scary, Watson. They were scary. At first, the big eye was scary. And I saw it onto my YouTube feed today. And I thought, oh my God, there's that scary eye again. And then I thought about all the beauty that came from it. And yeah, there's a lot of cuteness that follows into the whole, video. But the beginning, a little bit scary. I know, right? Yeah. Oh, well, it's just things that are going to be moving on forward, sweetie. You are. If you really look deep down inside, I feel as though you already are a little bit, how could I say, a little bit stuck into these emotions, right? And you've been thinking about it for quite some time. I just feel as though more time moves on forward. He's going to be having more court dates. He's going to be going on a little bit more, to make things move on forward, to make things change. And he's really going to be proceeding with the divorce, and that's going to bring those feelings on in, but nothing really much more, sweetie. Other than that, Ace of Coins followed out by a Magician. Thank you for that post, my beautiful Lilith. And our 7 of Coins. And Watson, don't send me any more scary stuff before I go to bed at night. I was not able to go to bed till like 1 o'clock in the morning last night. I don't know, it's from your scary eye or anything else. I don't know what it was. I'm a scary cat, Watson. Thank you so very much, my beautiful S. And I will be with you momentarily, sweetie. So what I can see for the moment, my beautiful Amy. Amy, into the following 6 months, we are getting over here more finances, more money, more opportunities. But I need you to grab them. I need you to take them, because I feel as though more opportunities are coming your way, but sometimes you don't necessarily see them. Sometimes you don't necessarily grab onto them. So I need you to take whatever is coming your way. Sometimes I feel like you're not necessarily into your beautiful power, taking whatever comes on in. I need you to be a little bit like a Pac-Man. You need to take whatever is coming your way. Some will be good, some will not be as good, but you need to try it. You need to test it to see what's going to be good for you, right? So take whatever comes your way. Other than that, I'm going to say investments and determination, and you're listening to your intuition. So aiming to the following 6 months is really all about work, investments, and moving on forward and not missing one single opportunity. What legally is going to be happening in a divorce that you should have? There's nothing really that you should be concerned about, sweetie. Honestly, no. This is really about him. It's about her. I don't feel like there's anything that you need to be concerned about. I don't feel like anything is really going to be coming on out. She's going to be having some allegations that he's been up to, other business, to other things, but she's not really going to have enough proof or anything of the such. So she will end up getting most of everything. But I do not feel as though you are going to be touched into this whatsoever. So I'm going to say, I need you, and I know that you are going to be worried, but I need you to not worry about it too much. Cancer and Amy into the following 6 months. Cancer and Amy into the following 6 months. My beautiful Carrie, you are up next, lovely. And then I'm going to be finishing on up, I believe, within our super chats. So, Cancer and Amy. Let's go and find out within the following 6 months. From what I can see over here, within the following 6 months, Cancer and Amy, we have a little bit of a withdrawal. We have a little bit of isolation over here. We still have him being controlling as heck. Nothing really has changed, but we feel as though your dreams are a little bit more shattered. Now, I feel as though within the following 6 months, most likely the divorce will be finished or completed or really close to being, but no difference. Nothing is going to be happening into your life. So nothing is going to be moving into the sense that we always said that things would go if things would not go well onto the other side. So you're feeling as though, you know what, it's not quite going the way that you would like them to. You guys are going to respect each other into all of this. You're not going to create any problems for one another. Nothing is going to end up into any war. You might end up seeing each other every once in a while, but nothing much more, sweetie. I feel as though he's going to be feeling as though he is quite defeated. He's going to be feeling sad and frustrated, and his ego is going to be affected by this. And you're going to be sad and frustrated onto your side, because now he's not really going to have any chance and any choice anymore with the other, yet he is still not really moving on forward. So you're slowly going to be letting go, sweetie. Again, my beautiful Amy, it is important. This is what we are seeing at this moment, but it does not mean that his energy might not change. It does not mean that if you guys see each other more, that you guys get closer, that you guys talk more, that you can't change his energy. Every single thing can change. Every single thing can be modified. What I'm seeing at this moment is if things continue the way that they are, this is going to be the outcome, but it doesn't mean that it has to be that way. Hold on, just over here, and here is going to be for our beautiful Carrie. And voila. So okay. Let me go and see Carrie over here. What do we have? I did not do your reading yet, my beautiful Katie. I am moving over to Carrie. Hocus Pocus, Katie, and S are going to be the following readings. So right now we're going to see our beautiful Carrie. And thank you for not sending me some hairy man parts. Yeah, no, he's not going to be divorced until then, but things are going to be moving on forward during the summertime and so on. So you're slowly going to be moving towards that, where things are. By then, he already knows what's going to be happening into his relationship, my beautiful Amy. He's already going to know what they're doing, and what they're doing is not really working. And this is why it's really going to be a certain ending, if you will. My beautiful Carrie. Numbers are still the same, right? Day has checked some of your messages, but not including the ones you asked for. Again, I don't know how you know all these things. Honestly, you are so, you're such a curious girl. Let me go. Let me go and see. I don't know. I think I know a lot of stuff about, I don't know, like hacking and spying, but I don't think I know all that much. Let me go and see. Okay. So again, we need Watson upon this, right? He's still not looking at those, those actual messages that you sent out that he should have been looking at. Okay. And numbers are still the same. And how can you check some but not all of them? Really? Okay. So let's go and see. First of all, what I do have to say over here is I feel as though we already have the pictures. I feel like we utilize the ones that we look at and we don't necessarily use the other ones right away. We're going to use them for another moment. Now, why would we not look at all of them at the same time? I don't know. I would look at every single one of them. I'd utilize every single one of them, quite frankly. But I will say over here, I feel as though he is fulfilled. I feel as though he is happy. I don't really feel he does like the videos or the pictures, but I don't feel like it's necessarily what he wants. It's not necessarily what he likes from you. What I'm going to say is he enjoys them, but he kind of feels like whenever he looks at them or watches them, he kind of feels like into some kind of way that he is using you, into some way that he doesn't really like all that much. And he kind of feels like it's a little bit negative and he doesn't really like doing that to you. So this is why he doesn't always necessarily look at them or not really necessarily right away. It's really a certain amount of guilt that seems to be coming upon him. Now, that being said, has he been flirting? What has he been up to? Let's go and find that out. I'm getting he does have a lot of determination. He does have a lot of patience altogether. I feel like into his life, he is looking more and more for new approaches. He knows that he needs to have a new approach into his life in order to be with you. But with that being said, has he been flirting or has he been sexual with anything altogether? Absolutely not. I'm seeing a lot of lack of action. And I don't really I feel like he wants to persevere. He wants to take a stand. And he doesn't really want any compromise whatsoever. So has he been doing anything with anybody? Absolutely not. The fact that it has been, Jay's birthday or not changes absolutely nothing towards him. I don't believe that it's necessarily a hint to Sag, because what is Sag going to do about that? It changes nothing into his life. He's not going to do anything specific for her. And she does have an awful lot of followers. I do just believe that she does want to have as much attention as possible, which is why she does the type of stuff that she does and posts them, out onto the World Wide Web. So that being said, my lovely, for the moment, I'm going to say to you, I do not believe that he is up to anything bad with anybody. I do not see that he is doing anything of the such. I feel as though he doesn't always look at your videos or at your pictures that you do send out, because sometimes I feel like he feels guilty upon it, which would be a really, really good thing to be doing, like we said, maybe more videos together. And so we can watch it there and live instead of actually holding on to it and feeling bad about it. At least like that, he can participate into the whole thing, and you too. And it could just become, a different dynamic altogether. That being said, is he cheating on you or anything of the such? We saw into the other cards that it was a no. Does he love you and does he want to be with you? Does he want to look and work into this relationship? Absolutely no doubt about it. Is he looking for different options in order to make things work and in order to make an actual relationship come out of this? I will say a definite yes also, but it is somewhat difficult. It's not always something that is really, really easy to work upon. So I don't feel as though anything has changed within your relationship. He's just being his distant self. Let's go and find out over here. I want to know, does Sag love Carrie? And does Sag want to be with Carrie? Is Sag cheating on Carrie? Is Sag cheating on Carrie? Please let me know. That is a no. And I would like to know also, is Sag flirting with anybody at this moment? Does Sag feel sad or lonely with Carrie because Carrie is not around? Does Sag still want to marry our beautiful Carrie? And are we still looking for a long-term relationship next year with Carrie? And that is also yes, my lovely. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Carrie. Amy, what did you send me, sweetie? What hilarious thing did you send me? I don't know what that is. I'm going to go and see. It's seeming funny. Hold on. What did you do, Amy? What did you send me? Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. I knew you sent me. Oh, I gotta love you. I do. It kind of feels like this person, I don't know. He's kind of looking like a gorilla. There's a certain sexiness upon him, my beautiful Amy, but there's like a King Kong gorilla type of thing going on too. I would much prefer there would be no hair there. I'm not much of a hairy type of a person, Amy. He's sexy, but he's got way too much hair onto his chest. Oh, you're so funny. That is so hilarious. Yeah, not scary. That is not scary whatsoever. Hocus pocus. Out of curiosity, does your ex-mother-in-law consult a reading regarding you? Oh, how interesting is that? Curious minds need to know, right? Absolutely. Let's go and find out. Oh no, Amy, he's sexy as hell, even if he's hairy, but I would take without the hair. I don't know. Yeah, you didn't want me to have bad dreams. You're such a sweetie pie, Amy, because I keep seeing that big cat eye that Juanson sent to me. That's all I see. Hocus Pocus, followed out by Katie and our dear friend S. Here we go. You're such a sweetie pie, Amy. I'm definitely going to be holding that into my mind. Okay. The Hermit over here, what do we have? Followed up by the Death. You know what? Your mind is a curious one, and it is absolutely perfect, and I absolutely love a curious mind. My good news for you over here, Hocus Pocus, is that it's a no. I do not believe that your ex-mother-in-law is consulting your reading regarding you. Absolutely not. So let me go and take on another one just in case, but yeah. Let's go and see that. It's a no so far. Yeah, I know. You ruined me, Juanson. You ruined me with that big cat eye. Don't send me that stuff anymore. Oh, Carrie, your daughter is certified in removing hair, right? I don't have that problem. David doesn't have hair. And so, yeah, nobody I really care about has hair. So it's all a good thing for me. And there's nothing wrong with hair, honestly. I kind of like facial hair. I like that. I don't like body hair. I don't know. That being said, I've said too much onto this YouTube. So there you go. I'm going to say over here, it is all a question of taste, I guess, right? Yeah. You'll change your thumbnail onto your. Who knows, Watson, how many people you're scaring with that big eye? Oh, but then again, who knows how many people you're attracting with a big eye? It goes both ways, honestly. Watson, if I'm afraid of it, it just means that David would absolutely love it and would watch it because we think completely different all the time. So what's good for one doesn't mean it's good for everybody. I say keep it. I like it. There was a certain spooky je ne sais quoi. Yeah. That being said, my beautiful hocus focus, I am going to confirm to you out of curiosity that your ex-mother-in-law is not consulting a reading or a reader. And thank God, because we don't want her to be doing that now, do we? Because I don't feel like your ex is all that much of a good person. So we don't really want any good and, interesting information to be held out and given out about you, hocus focus. So good for you. It's a no. Yeah. Would be better was what you were talking about. Oh yeah, definitely. Take away the hair. I mean, he's sexy as hell. With the hair, I don't know. It looks like he shaved his arms and stuff in order to, I don't know. It was gorilla-ish. But what can I say? That's just me on my twisted mind. My beautiful Katie, will Jordan reach out before the end of today or tomorrow? Let's go and see. As you are going to be finishing up our readings tonight, my sweetie, you're going to be our cherry on top of our sundae. With Lilith, kitty, cat eyes looking at. Oh, yes, it is cat eyes. Absolutely. But it's not one big cat eye staring at you. It's not the same eyes. No. Oh, no. Okay, or maybe I need to watch Cats again. It's been too long. I don't know. Maybe I need to revisit it. All right, so 3 of Cups followed out by our Knight of Wands. Also getting over here our Will. And getting over here our 6 of Swords. So my beautiful Katie, is Jordan going to reach out before the end of the day? Before the end of the day, I'm going to say no. We're thinking about it. We would like to, but we're not going to be doing it. So let's go see. Yeah, I don't even know what to do with that, Lilith, with your kitty cat eyes. I don't know what to say about that. That could be constructed into so many different kind of perverted ways. I'm not going to answer that question. I'm going to let Watson or Carrie or somebody else respond to that. Yeah, I saw Lilith too, Watson, I have to say. Katie, so as of today, I will say no. Let me go see as of tomorrow. Ace of Wands, we still have Wands. Our Emperor is still into the reverse position. 5 of Swords, a little bit less headaches towards it altogether, and our Hermit mode. It's a toss. I'm going to ultimately say no for tomorrow, but today is a definite no. Tomorrow, it's a toss and turn depending on how his energy goes. It's really quite conflicting. We have our wants and we have our desires. It's like if into the morning he's thinking it's an absolute no, and as the day progresses he's thinking I want to reach out. But I'm still going to say a no. I'm going to say no. If you do want to talk with him and you do want to see him and you do want any kind of movement, I'm going to say, my beautiful Katie, please do reach out towards him. Don't wait for life to come towards you. Take your life into your hands and make things happen, sweetie. All right, Carrie, good for you, sweetie. I know, right? What did he do to me? I know. Watson just kind of, I don't know. He played with my psyche. I don't know what he did. My lovely Katie, sending you so much love, sweetie. How does Max the Leo feel about you? What are Taurus' current feelings? You ended things with him. And how will joining the USPHS uniform service as a nurse be? All right. And See Aries, current energies towards you and what his solution to our co-parenting problems. All right, my beautiful ass. Let's go and find this out for you. Let's start off with Max. How does Max a Leo feel about you? All right, so how does Max the Leo feel about you? So we are with our beautiful friend us, and we're going to be finishing up tonight with Juanson. So how does how does Max, not but how does Max feel about you? Max, I feel as though it's unrealized projects. What I'm going to say about Max is we seem to want a lot of things with you. We seem to believe that we can complete each other. We seem to believe that we could have some fulfillment together. And we feel as though we're gaining more clarity, more courage. I feel as though the communication is actually getting a little bit stronger. What I can actually see over here also is that you are loved and you are supported. So I will say, I don't know how you are feeling towards Max the Leo, but I'm definitely going to have to say that Max the Leo feels some beautiful intentions, some beautiful love, and there could be some beautiful things happening between you guys. There seems to have some wants and some desires, and we really do seem to believe that something good could be happening into the future between you guys. So I'm going to say Max has a great intention towards you. If you would like to continue or you would like to open up some doors with Max, I say go for it. Let's go see what about B the Taurus, current feelings for you. So what are B the Taurus current feelings for you? Oh, a kid's world. Never saw that question whatsoever, sweetie. Give me a moment. I will answer that for you, my lovely. I'm sorry. Okay. So, 8 of Swords over here, followed out by our Hierophant. Also getting over here our Queen of Swords, and I'm going to say our 4 of Swords. So, my beautiful, what are B's current feelings for you? Because you did end things, right? We're resting. We're not doing anything. I don't feel as though you're going to be receiving any message from your Taurus over here, my lovely. I feel like we're feeling lost. We're feeling a little bit insecure. We're feeling as though things have really not gone the way that we would have liked them to. You are really quite direct, quite candid. And what we really need right now, and this is what Taurus is trying to do, Taurus is trying to clear his head. He's into this recovery period where he's just kind of recovering and reflecting and trying to really just get prepared to turn the page altogether. So I'm going to say that we're actually quite hurt. We're actually quite sad, but I don't feel as though we're going to be reaching out, or I don't feel like we're going to be doing any type of reconciliation. But we are really quite sad at this moment. And how will joining, yes, the USPHS uniform service as a nurse be? Let's go find that out. And good for you for doing that. My gosh, my beautiful ass. A nurse, you're so very important. So very important. The service and the good and the beauty that you give into this world. It is so important. The humanity that you bring into this world also, I have to say, us. Let's go find out. So how will be joining the USPHS uniform service as a nurse be? It's actually going to be bringing you a lot of beautiful opportunities, a lot of different choices. I feel as though you're going to be actually quite passionate about it. I feel as though you're going to be happy. I feel as though good things are going to be coming your way altogether. So You know what? It's going to be really, really important for you not to give yourself any restrictions or anything of the such. I will say that sometimes you're going to be wondering, is it a little bit too much for me? Is this really what I want or not? But just give yourself a little bit of time, because I just feel as though this is going to be a beautiful place for you, where advancement will be able to be into the cards for you, where abundance will be able to come on in. And I feel as though you're going to be treated absolutely perfectly. I feel like you're going to be happy and you're going to be around the most perfect and loving people. A great environment is what I can see. But sometimes I feel like you're going to be feeling like you're a little bit restricted, you know, like you're a little bit stuck into a position. But I feel like it's going to be actually really, really quite temporary. So is it going to be good for you altogether? I will say yes, my lovely. And you want to know Aries. Yes, see Aries' current energies towards you, and what's the solution for your co-parenting problems, right? If solution there is, let's go find out. Let's start off with the energy towards you. And we're actually going to move on to this one for the energy, and I'm going to move over to the other one to go and find out what our solutions are for the co-parenting problems. So what energy do we have towards you? Okay, we have some inner conflicts. I feel as though sometimes we actually tolerate ourselves, and but we still kind of disagree. There's a lot of suppressed animosity altogether. There is hostility also that is there. Sometimes, or actually often, we kind of feel like we're a little bit attacked, we're a little bit betrayed, and we get really, really quite devastated by little tiny things. It just kind of brings us to the ground. So I feel as though we try to move on forward into a straightforward, simple, direct kind of way, and we try to keep a certain steady progress. But it's not really easy over here. I feel like we try to stick to the plans, and we believe that we can do something good, that we can. If we do put that time together, we're able to fix something. But for the moment, I don't really feel as though, quite frankly, the energy towards you seems to be conflictual, seems to be complicated, seems to be a lot of an inner conflict where nothing is really all that sure, and where sometimes we try to do our best, but our best is never really good enough. It always ends up often into some type of a conflict, and we don't really have a solution altogether over here. We're trying to go with the flow as much as possible. Sometimes we do try to, change some things, but it doesn't really give what it is that we want. So we know it's going to take some time. We know that we are going to have some delays. We are going to have some setbacks, but we're hoping that into the future that you guys are able to realign your efforts in order to make things better. Sometimes into his mind, he thinks, maybe when somebody new comes on into our life, we'll be able to redirect our energy and our emotions towards someone else, and it'll make our relationship, or anyways, our co-parenting, that much more easier. I don't know. It's a thought that I see that is crossing through his mind every once in a while. So I'm going to say to you, sweetie, we don't have any solutions. He doesn't have any solutions about, how you guys can fix it. He's trying to go with the flow as best as possible. I'm going to say, if you're able to discuss, if you're able to communicate, if not maybe verbally, maybe into a written type of a form about what you would like or what you would desire, and that you're open for compromise, maybe try to discuss into that kind of way. Maybe that'll bring a better communication into the relationship that you guys have, so you can better this co-parenting altogether. But he doesn't really have any solutions whatsoever, and I feel as though he is quite exhausted and kind of feeling burnt out by everything, such as you most likely are too, sweetie. Let me know, my beautiful S, if there's anything else I can do for you, sweetie. But I'm going to say he doesn't really have a solution. Sending you so much love, my beautiful. Let's go and see over here for our dear friend Juanson. Oh, look at that. I reopen, and what do I see? I see Amy's hairy man. I had not closed the email yet. Okay, let me go see. Hold on just a second over here. So, here we go for Juanson for tonight. So, yeah, it's Black Friday, right? And you're kind of busy and a bunch of people didn't show up for work. Oh my gosh, the main boss must be upset. Yeah, that's what happens when you get a half a day off work, right? One day, and then all of a sudden, a shopping spree onto the next. I know, absolutely. Oh my gosh, the chaos that brings in for you. And it's pretty much a usual. Seriously, it's not that, it's boring. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, Christmas music. No eyeballs. Um Oh, you hope you're Elizabeth. Oh my gosh, I misread that. I thought Elizabeth had a fantastic. Like, oh, she had. That means you talked to her. Ah, okay. But no, that's not quite what it is. So let's go and see. Hey, why don't we go see if Elizabeth had a good Thanksgiving yesterday, right? Let's go find that out. Did Elizabeth have a good Thanksgiving yesterday? I know. I just misread. I know, Juanson. Now, Christmas, you got to give me, I don't know, Nightmare Before Christmas, but I know that you just did one. You got to give me, like, I don't know, Frosty the Snowman, a Grinch. Oh, there's one for you. How about a Christmas Carol? How about a Christmas Carol, my beautiful Juanson? That could be good. Yeah, no more eyes. Don't scare me anymore, Juanson. Don't do it. I loved it, but the first part was scary. Yeah, is there any singing anywhere into a Christmas Carol? Because I love a Christmas Carol. Could be a good one. Okay, so let's go see. Did she have a good time? Yes or no? I'm actually going to have to say it was a little bit of a struggle, but it was really quite overwhelming. And I'm going to say she's a little bit exhausted. She's a little bit tired, but she did have a good time. So I will say, yes, it was good. You got 3 more Nightmare Before. Oh, well, there you go. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, my God. Yes, please send those out to me. Spam me with your Nightmare Before Christmas, sweetie. Spam away. Let's go and find out over here what I have popping on out. So let's go and see. Juanson. 2 of Wands followed on out over here by our 10 of Cups. Ooh, I like, yeah. Followed out over here by our 10 of Cups, also our 6 of Swords. So, you know what? And the Emperor. My dear gosh, you're looking towards a future. You're looking with great optimism. You know that modifications and changes are necessary in order to get what you want, but you are so ready to do it. You are so moving forward into that. And our beautiful Emperor over here is showing us that you are strong, you are there, you are simply waiting for that moment to be that beautiful king as you know that you can be. So I love it. Yes, yes, and yes. It would be 4, but you'll see. Oh, I say go for it. Spam me, Juanson. Go for it. I love it. I absolutely do. You just go for it, send it on out to me, and I will love it. What else do we have? What else is coming upon? Let's go see over here. So, Shattered Dreams over here, followed out by, yeah, I feel as though she's sad. I feel like she's sad at this moment. I feel as though Elizabeth is not really getting what she wants at this moment, and she's feeling kind of silent. She's feeling sometimes as though people do deceive her around her, and she's really, really quite afraid of being betrayed. Isn't it interesting? I don't know if this is coming from the ex or not, if anything has ever happened with the ex and she has been betrayed into the past, but she's trying to stand her ground as most as possible, and she's trying to keep her boundaries as strong as can be. I still feel like you are going to be seeing her into the Christmas holidays, sweetie, at work. But I still don't see you really seeing her into the middle time, into that in between. Let's go see a soulmate message. Please do, my beautiful Katharina, sweetie. And it was nice to see you. Thank you for joining on in today. All right, Watson, do not fear the current changes. All is happening in accordance with your divine plan. The current events are paving the way to a beautiful future. And love illuminates all darkness. Please do remain positive and remain into that beautiful light. I like that. And let's go see over here with our angel messages. I know you will be, Juanson. Angel message 3360. Receiving this number is an indication that the decisive actions you have made have brought positive opportunities before you. There is no need to worry about how plans will work out. Trust that your angels are guiding you, and replace all negative thoughts with beautiful and uplifting ones. And let's move on forward to see what Hermit has to say. I just want you all of the time. I need more strength. I need to work onto my ego a little bit. I also want you to know that I absolutely do not want to lose you. Sometimes I wonder, though, after all this time, will you still choose me? And I want you to know that I do dream about you a lot. And why don't we move on forward to this little one over here? I miss you. You have absolutely changed me for the better. Sometimes I'm a little bit afraid that you will reject me. You were so very good to me. My world absolutely changed when I met you. That being said, my beautiful souls, I am going to wish every single one of you guys the most loveliest evening. You bought a scone and a peppermint mocha coffee at Barnes & Noble, and it was rounded up to, look at that, 1111. I love that. You were definitely meant to do that, sweetie. Beautiful message altogether. Beautiful things coming towards you. Angels, universe messages. You are being divinely guided, my beautiful Watson, as you are eating your peppermint scone and your mocha coffee. I love that. I will wish you guys the most beautiful day. Thank you for joining us again tonight. Sending you guys so much love, so much healing vibes if you do need it, protection if you do need it. And we're always so grateful to have you here. Good night to my beautiful angels, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.